flipping on the other side to the realm
Yes.
where you start to jump into fantasy, but also history.
Yes.
Let's talk about this. The Asiri.
Yes.
When I heard that you had a new book out, which is outside of the unique universe, that was my. I went, oh, and here I was thinking he was going to live in this and stay in this world, but I should have known. As a writer, there's no way you don't want to stretch yourself and
Nah,
do
nah,
something
nah,
new.
nah, nah.
And the thing I liked about it was the premise. Not to mention,
Yeah.
it seems to have, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but just the tagline alone,
Yeah.
Africans in space. Hell yeah. You get
Yes.
the impression like
Yes.
it's gonna touch on a little bit more of humor. It's gonna have a certain spirit to it that's probably gonna be danger, fun, but at
Yeah.
the same time, a little light on its feet. So tell us
Yeah.
something about that. I'm curious about what the heck is this?
Yeah. My goodness, I'm so excited about this story. Like I've always wanted to do space opera. Even if you look at it now, like even as a society, not just society, like the human race in general, we are becoming more and more fascinated with space. We have billionaires going to space. Even if you look at, some of the TV shows that are coming out now, a lot of them have to do with the moon or Mars, or like we're getting to that point where we're really, really, really looking at, okay, what's next? Like, what's the next
Pop
frontier?
culture
Yeah,
fascination is
exactly.
rising for
And
that.
yeah, like I wanted to always do something that was fantasy, but sort of like grounded fantasy where it doesn't look too out there, but at the same time, obviously, it has all the necessary ingredients to for like something that you call high concept fantasy. So yeah, my thing ultimately was what would be the if we put Africans in space, whether it's past or present, like what would that look like? And this world to me is like I said, is something that I'm just super excited for people to see. Here are some of the images that we've been working on in the studio. So I'm getting carried away. What is the Asiri? The Asiri. Sorry, it's actually.
No, enjoy. Because I was enjoying
I was
the
getting excited. I was getting too far. It's yeah. So it's a it's basically inspired by grounded on like Akan and Ashanti culture and mythology, and it's a group of super beings who have the ability to transform into these things that we call the Korra, like this large, 15-foot giant, organisms that have like special powers. Think of it like
like
X-Men.
technomorphism.
Yeah, like X-Men, but then melding in some Attack of Titan. Like if those two were to marry each
Oh,
other, yeah.
okay.
So yeah, and then they have obviously it's an advanced civilization, so their technology is out there, but they become so advanced that there's a faction, there are factions that start to build within their culture, and those factions lead to civil war, but that civil war not spreads to space. It leaves Earth, and they basically start to destroy the galaxy, and that's really where the story kicks off. And to me, it's like I really wanted to tell a story that showed Africans colonizing space, not like, usually in this type of stories, you would see, oh, after they've gone to Mars, like they've built this, they've built that. Like I actually wanted to show the process of this advanced civilization in their golden age, right? Conquering space, going out there and doing their thing. And then in the midst of their rise, they lose what it is that was actually important to them, which was exploration, advancing, their civilization and caring about their people. And then it becomes about power and factions, which is usually, as human beings, that's what we get. We start out with beautiful things. We start out with things that are like noble causes, and then we start to let personal agenda get in the way, and then we start to build factions, and my people are better than your people, and I hate your people, you hate my people, and then it becomes an issue where we start to fight each other. So to me, this is like a warning of, no, I'm
The
serious. Yeah,
African, basically the human story.
yeah, it is the human story.
Right.
I've always joked that, you know, as human beings, sometimes we look at things like we're very cliquey, and there's nothing wrong with culture and building like community. But where we get carried away is that when we start feeling like our community is better than another one.
Like this is all amazing. Like the
Yeah.
whole idea of an African a powerful group of Africans. I love that tagline, by the way. X-Men meets Attack on Titan.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you now figure that your brain can just spark off in so many different ways.
Yeah.
When can we get our hands on this story? How soon can we see this?
Yeah. So I'm gonna go back into my secretive mode. Because
really.
I don't, that isn't it so annoying when somebody just excites you with something. I say I don't know when, I don't even know when it's coming out.
I mean, I speak for the fans when I say Roy is such a tease.
No, but really, so what's going on now is I'm trying to figure out how I want to roll this out. Do I want to go Kickstarter, or do I want to go like traditional, publishing? Do I want to self-publish? And that's where I am right now. I will tell you that the book is actually in production, right? You saw I shared some pages. Yeah. So it's like that, regardless of where I decide, like we're proceeding on that. As a matter of fact, we have about even 30 pages in already, in terms of the graphic novel. So it's that is something that is going on. I guarantee you, when I announce, it's going to be a short lead time. So I'm not going to say next year, next month, wow, we're going to release your series next year. No, if I come out, it's going to be something soon. I just need to figure out the best way. And you guys can tell me what's the best way you would like to see. Put it in the comments.
Like,
don't
email me.
Put it in the comments. How would you like to see this? But yeah, I think it's for us to just figuring out what's the best way to release this, in a way that a lot of people get their hands on it in the quickest way possible. But I guarantee you guys are going to love
maximum dispersal.
This book.
Looking forward to it.